Ooh, we've got an exciting one today. And I'm sure that by looking at this little picture here, you can tell Chris has got his fancy glove on. And you know what that usually means? It's time to get digital all up in this piece. All right, so I thought about doing all kinds of fun little bits of business to sort of say, hey, take a look at this and that. But this is where we're going to start. Anyhow, Jim Luan gave us the suggestion of Depeche Mode, Ping Pong Tantrum. Sunday night. I think it's Tuesday. Anyhow, so this is the two roughs that I came up with for it. I'm going to take this top part of A with this bottom part of B. So that's the gist. So I'm going to switch to digital. Brace yourselves. So here we go. So this is the initial image that I put together. And I'll make it a little bit bigger. See what that does first. Oh, it's so dramatic looking. Let me take off the, hey, look out. He lives. Mostly. I'm going to take off the top banner and the logo because they're not the right day. I'll leave the logo. Who cares? Gotta promote the show there, All right. So last night I sat down and I've painted. I'll walk you through my process here. So this is the initial scene that I painted. This is based on a video of Depeche Mode. So before they do their video performance, it has them being interviewed backstage playing ping pong, which is the reference that I could catch, which is hilarious, by the way. So I looked it up, and I don't need these right now. And I found this room, and so I had to modify this room greatly so that the floor is there and everything else. But there's the room, there's the ping pong table. I extended the ping pong table out both directions so that I could get the whole of it in, and so that I could do fun things like this. Woohoo! That table's crazy. So that's part one. Then I also, okay, I'll show you this first. How's this? So here's all of the images of Dave and Alan that I put together. And that's page one. And then there's how many images that I did of Martin. And then there's how many images that I did of Fletch. And then here's the 4 images of the band. So 18 guys in all, plus 4 heads. That's fun. So there's the 4 heads of what I put them together as far as it goes for little logos to do that part A top of banner that I showed you. So that's together now. And so I've got the room together now. But so if I'm going to do this comic and the way that I've shown you it's laid out as, let's start here. If I add in the table and so I've broken it all down into elements and I started staging it together. So here's the 3 guys for ping pong panel 1. And if it were a course of animating it, I've got it preset so that all of these elements are, you can take the table out and there's just the guys. You can add Dave, whoa, right? You can switch the table up for which table it is. You can add all the tables in at once. Just having fun with it, really. And this is crazy to stick out these tables. So then I've got ping pong 2, ping pong 3, Ping Pong 4. And then Ping Pong 5. And Ping Pong 5 doesn't have Dave in it for a reason. And it's no slight against Alan, this setup that I have. But Alan, I don't know if he's holding the camera or if he's the guy at the other side of the table. But he's not in the little video of the interview. But at the same time, he's the first one that leaves the band. So, it works too. Anyhow, so the other part that I put together was the alternate scene where I've got the band. I've got the band set up, and each of these guys are on their own bit of business. And so when I put them behind the tape or underneath, when I put the table underneath. Oh, wow. Hey, thanks very much, Jim. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so as I've got the band now on the top of one of the ping pong tables. So this is part of the tangent scene. This is a part of the tangent idea. And then the other part is to have Dave dancing in front of the band. And I've got it set up for Dave to do a turn and get that little hip to hip action there that Jim requested. So, that was very nice, that comment. I appreciate that greatly. So then I set that up for one pass, and then the other pass is the rolls across the front of the image, so which comes together as this. So now the whole perspective on this, the whole frame of reference on this is the size of the panel. So any of the stuff that I'm putting in front of it sits around it. Like you're not going to see it. It's cut out, right? Except for one context. And that one context is going to be this one here where Dave is dancing in front. And because I've set it up for 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, then I should be able to have him turn across the page. Yeah, maybe so. So, okay. So then the other thing I've got set up, let's go to the small Dave, is the lights. And so when it comes to animating it, I can switch the lights and change them however I want to be laid out on the stage. Yeah. So that's the breakdowns of this, so that I can switch it up. So first off, I'm going to assemble it as panels, but then I'm going to, so that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to save each of these as a panel, and then we'll put the page together, and then we'll start laying text on it and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's the gist of it. That's the meat and potatoes, folks. So one of the fun things that I'm looking forward to trying is that if I lay out, let me stop doing this and start scrolling the right thing. If I take the scene out and the background out, and I save this as a JPEG, or as a ping, I'm sorry. So I'm going to save this as, what are we on? 5. So if I save this as 5, but I save it as a PNG, right? It's okay. It's all right. Oh, I can do it as a, yeah, I'll do that. 1 PNG. And there we go. Just replace that one. Okay, so if I save it like so, bingo, bango, bongo. It's going to take a second because this thing's been getting a workout this morning. So this is one of the things that I'm looking forward to, is as soon as I can figure out the animation part of it, to be able to do like this with the band, but have the lights moving in correlation with, either Dave's turn in front of the band, or Dave's turn on the spot, his dance in front like that, and then have the lights flickering at the same time. So these are all the sort of little thoughts that I've had, and bear in mind that I'm still learning. So, I am going to have to kind of figure out how to make that work in the first place. So, okay, so if I open this now as itself, that should let me duplicate it. Yeah, it's going to work. And then I can have some fun with putting edging around them. This is an idea that I had, was to do some stroking. It's going to cancel that. I'm going to put a couple together at once. And let's do one more. Why not? And we'll try different colors. But so the idea is to pick some fun values. Let me pull up my color swatches here. Do a really light blue. That'll be a fun one. And see what this gives us. Really thin. Let me try it again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a layer here and just fill that in with white, so we can see what let's do it with black. See what we're looking at. Okay, happy. So, so the idea here is that if I can kick up some of this by putting stroke layers on, which one's this? That's the one. Okay, so that's blue. And then trying different ones. So if I stroke this one at, and then we'll pull out the blue one. Let's double that down. Yeah, so, and then switching up, so we can switch up the band colors as well. I'm just trying to play with some notions about assembly. And what I'm referring to there is, when I put these things in the panels, I want to kick up some lines and energy around them. So that's what I'm trying. Let's try this crazy pink and stroke that sucker up. I'm gonna stroke it. So because I want to put some of that 80s vibrant. Yeah, see, I like that a lot. I want to put some of that 80s vibrant energy around it. So let's do that secondary outline around that sucker. Yeah, see, I like that a lot. So, so there's the theory, is that, so now when I take this and I can dump it back as an overlay on our initial image, it should let me, it should let me carry this. And when I'm establishing the shape of the panel, or when I'm establishing the image of the panel, it's going to bring a sort of different vibrance to it. See, that's fun. I never even thought about moving it around in the image. Okay, so let's take out the guys. And I think everybody's out. Yeah. So now when I take the panel, I can just save this as a screenshot. Well, actually, I'd put the lights in it for the. See, that's even more fun. See, I start to think that the more I add it, it becomes too much. I don't know. If anybody has any thoughts on that, let me know. But it's about finding that right color, right? See, that's the washout one. I think that is too. Yeah, I think that's much better. I'm going to try something. What if I, oops. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it. Yeah, see, that's fun. And then, yeah, I like that. So anyhow, so the idea here is if I take this now and I save this as a JPEG, because there's no point in saving everything over and over and over again. All right. So now that I got this sucker saved as a JPEG, I can assemble it into the page. Yeah, I'm going to open up a new blank page, and then I'll open up our first JPEG, which is this, yeah. And so I can drop that onto here now. Whoops. There we go. So here we are, and so now I can take this and reduce it down to the size I need it for the panel before the text. Well, it's actually, this is the background panel. And then I'm going to have, I wanted to assemble this first because it's the most fun, right? And I hope it doesn't wash out. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to crop out everything else. Whoops-a-daisy. So if I'm cropping out all of this jazz schmazz, oh, actually, I didn't go over far enough, did I? And then the bottom, in this case. So there's that. So there's the panel size now. And I can cut it even tighter, but I don't need to for this one because the other panels, the intention now, so if I go back into, let's take the lights out. Let's kill this layer. Now, if I go back to Pong 1, throw the table over top of it, that's our first panel. You know what I didn't draw? I didn't draw the ping pong balls, which I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but I didn't draw ping pong balls. So we need some balls that ping. Let's have some balls that ping. Now I got to figure out the course of the action. So this is going to have a ball that pings here. You know what I could do? I could stretch that. Just the suggestion of movement. Oh, it's got to be on top of the table. Good. Happy, happy. While I'm here, why don't I do this? I'm sorry if this is boring for anybody watching, but I just thought I'd show you some of the process in this old noggin of mine as I'm trying to figure out some of these ideas. Okay, so there's the ping pong ball for 2. So that's Pong Ball 2. I got to write all this stuff down now or I am going to forget it. All right. And then so Pong Ball 1 is let's change the size of the ball. And then drop that. Yeah, this is exciting stuff. I'm sure for what do we got? I've been listening I'm sorry, I haven't been paying enough attention here. I've been listening while getting lunch, but I thought I should chime in and say hi. Hi, Phil. What are we making, Phil? Not boring, soothing. Well, all right. We're going to have a beautiful rainbow. All right, so this is the most lame dimension adding to a ball you've ever seen, but all right, so we'll put that as Pong Ball 1. So this helps me, and I have to do it in this way. I can't merge this layer because the Pong ball has to sit on top of the table, and the figures have to be underneath. So here's the guys here. I'll take out Pong Ball 1, and we'll put this ball here at this point. Again, I'm not. This isn't to animate it. Like I'm not. Well, eventually, yeah, sure, I'd sit down and animate this. It's all ready to go. But this is just for the panels. So there's Pong Ball. I got too many balls on that table. Oh, what? There are balls everywhere. Pong Ball 4. So, yeah. So anyways, this is, hey, you know what? Pong Ball 3 works for use that sucker. Okay. Oh, happy day. We'll just move that sucker over. Balls for everyone. There we go. And then Pong Ball 5 is, let's see if 1 works again. Yeah, 1 works again. So I'll just duplicate 1 and move that sucker down for Pong Ball 5. And let's kill this. Don't need extra layers. I got 60,000 as it is. All right, so all the Pong layers have got their own balls. But there's number 1. So now I can start saving these suckers as JPEGs, as easy as that. Just setting up each one. So this would be the first JPEG, and then each subsequent setup is the next one. So I'll just do that really quick. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to let you choose because we've got 2 choices here. And I could really use people's insight on this. First, let me eliminate the guys. And they're bald. And so here is Alan. Now, the way I set it up is so that in correlation with the flashing lights, I can have Dave dancing. And so that's where Dave is dancing in front of the band. But I've decided which one I'm going to use for, the whole band image, which is this one. But I've also set this up. I have to remember to put the net and all the Pong things. So, you know what? I think I can move that down. Yeah. Yeah, because that's unnecessary up there now. All right. Yeah, we'll put the net. We'll put the net behind the boys. So the other idea is this. I've got 4 more Dave's dancing that I've done. And the idea is that you can have him turn around in the if I flash those correctly. And then, of course, that should work in correlation with the different lights doing their thing. So I'm all set up to do a bigger thing. But I'm going to take out the guys right now. So let's do Pong 1. Pong ball 1. Pong ball 1. Let's put the net in place. That's a problem. I need to assess this. I think I have to move the table. And what I mean is because with the net, see how there's no shadow right there where Dave's standing? So let me go to Pong 1. And move Dave. And subsequently, every Dave will need to be moved. I'm on Pong 1. Is that better? Yeah, I think so. And then I'm going to have to do this with every single Pong layer. Whoops. Hey, you stay where you are, kid. Because we really don't want him wiggling around. Okay. And the last one. Oh, no, this is the last one. So I didn't, it's easy once you paint all those elements. So I can now eliminate every other Pong layer except for one. Good. It's easy when you eliminate all those elements, or when you paint all those elements. What's this? So much work. I feel guilty. Looking good. Oh, well, it's I was just actually saying it's fine painting all these elements. It's a parcel of stuff to do to paint these different things. But how's that any different were I to do these as panels? I'd still be drawing these guys. I might not necessarily have painted the whole page, but this lets me do that because this enables me to paint particular pieces and then be able to play with them in any way, shape, or form I want. Now, there's a bit of loose magic going on, and that loose magic, of course, is that where's I didn't properly paint to the light source from the window, and and then I didn't properly paint to the light source that is the disco lights when they go off. But that's okay. We're good with it. It's fine. Yeah. Not a problem. Okay, so I'm going to slide the background up, and we're going to save this sucker as what have I got? Depeche mode 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll do you as 5. And then we'll just do it as a JPEG. So there's our first JPEG. And then it's just as easy to switch the Pong ball, which is over here now. I don't know if people really notice this or not, but Oh yeah, I'm moving the net up and down, That's for fun. Just to give it a little bit of dramatic action. So this is going to be saved as 6. And then as a JPEG. And so now I can just start fitting together the page as I've got it all laid out. Switch the Pong ball, and I only have to do 3 more of these. And then people get to decide which Dave is dancing on top of the table for this last one. What is this? Jim says, I usually don't redraw heads in my own films. Oh, well, so you really? Because there's so much dramatic flow and movement in your stuff. I don't know that I've ever really noticed that the character is static. You've changed scenes and poses and stuff like that, right? Like that's what I had to do that because the poses are all changing. But I was sure you did. Okay, so saving this as 7. And yeah. Okay, and then there's Pong 4. I look for the ball every time. That's ridiculous, but switch the net and then save this as, what the heck am I on? 8? I think we're on 8. 5, 6, 7. I'm missing one. Yeah, I am. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it as a 5B in a second. See what I did. Okay, so there's I'm gonna go back and do 1 again, and then save this as, I don't know why that's the way it is, but it is. Okay, and then our last one to do, I create multiple heads for each character. Oh, I see. I changed lighting and colors as well. See that? I didn't really do it to its full effect here. Okay, so here's the fun choice. This is Pong 5. Now, the idea with Pong 5 is that so for the second dance image, all right, Dave, I've got 2 sets of dance moves. There's these ones in the foreground, and then there's the ones that are on the table, right? Okay, so one more. No, that's all right. So the idea is that I can have one of these. I think it's going to have to be, I want to continue the tantrum for the last panel. So which is the one for the second dancing guy, and which is the one for the tantrum at the end? I don't think it can be these 2 because it's covering the dude. Although I can move it over, right? That's just there for when it's animated. But if anybody wants to vote in and pick their favorite 1, 2, 3, or 4, pick your favorite 2, please. If anybody wants to do that, and those will be the ones that I use. 1 for with the band and 1 for with the ping pong players. I just need 2 of the 4. And I have no preferences. So Jim, if you're still here, you can pick 2 of those. And Woohoo! Just having some granola to make sure my blood sugar stays up. And then it just becomes formatting. So if anybody wants to pick one, I need one for dancing in front of the band and one for dancing in front of the am I still alive? Woohoo! Yep, you betcha. One for dancing in front of the band and one for dancing in front of the ping pong table. One and three. There we go. 1 and 3 it is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move, in this case, I'm going to move yeah, I'm going to move one here. And then I'll put this one with the band. Let's see. Where did I put the band? There's the band. So we'll take that one out, and we'll take out Pongers. See how that looks. So I gotta move. Blink, blink, blink. Take that out. So I'm gonna move Dave over. So the idea with this one is that I need to delete the front of the ping pong table out now because I don't want it in the image. Or do I want to switch the table up? Maybe I'll switch the table. Yeah, why not? All right, so I'm going to pull. I'm going to scale that out. Whoops. Because I want his legs floating in the foreground. I want him to be jumping out of the image. And I think I'm good to start formatting these images together. Take that corner out. See, so they'll jump out. Oh, there's the choice numbers, just in case anybody's wondering. All right, so this is, I'm going to save this as, what are we on now? 9? 9. And then I got to start plugging these suckers together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's right. Makes sense. And I don't have a 4. You know, why did I do that? So let's do this as 4. Oh, lights. What lights did we use last time? Oh, there you go. 80s music all morning long. There you go. 80s bands. Jumped a lot. I found that a lot of Depeche Mode videos, they drive in their cars a lot. I got to remember what the lights were for the last one. I think I'll do this for the lights. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so this is 4. And then, you know what? I'm just doing 9. I'm neurotic. Yeah, don't even ask. I'm gonna switch my thoughts on as I'm having them. For heaven's sakes. Okay, so, all right. Anyways, all right. So this one is the choice for the ping pong 5. So I'll pull out the guys. Switch the table back. Nope, this table. And then Pong 5 and Pong 5. Hey, there we go. And so this is 9. And with that, I am ready to go. And okay, so I'm going to close some of these. Yeah, no, it's all saved. That's all fine. Yeah. Well, and that's our other piece that we got to keep open. So, did we use this? Did I use this already? Okay, well, let's see what we got. Let's start there. So, leave that open for a moment. Oh, I didn't do the Dayglow thing. Yeah, I did. You know what I should have done? I should have done that for the band. Yeah. It never stops. Spinning, constantly turning, sometimes wheeling. Okay, so that's that panel. But I'm also going to need Dave dancing in the front. And so what I got to do is put that Dayglow around Dave in the band just to keep that rolling. And then we're going to do that in the blue. Just a thought, what if you had the band in back of the net and Dave in the foreground? Like on the table? Is that on the table for that? Let me see. Let's try it. Let's see what we got. Boink, boink. Let me pull out the pongers. So I've got the net. So band, well, we got band in the back of the net and Dave in the foreground. Let's try it. So what I'll do is I'll do this. I'll make duplicates of them. It's not an easier said than it's fine. It's completely easy to do. That's why I kind of likes this stuff. Photoshop is and these. Okay, so we'll take out the principals and we'll move these kids. Merge these kids together. There we go. Easier. Is that the one? Is that the right one? Or is it the other one? I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one because there's space right there. What am I doing? Let's put the table back and the scene back. And then we'll push the guys back here. See, I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll work. Hold on a second. And then I'll take Fletch and I'll move him over. Right? Join your friends, Fletch. And then we'll put the net up above the boys. Wee! Feet disappear. Now we got to move Dave, don't we? How's that? Thoughts? Thoughts, everyone? What are your thoughts? Okay, so which one's this? So this is him dancing with the band. And then now, whoops, I'm sorry. This is him dancing with the band, and this is him dancing in front of the band. So we've got that pink and white light around him there. I'd like to do that. See the pink and white line that I'm referring to? I think people do. I think I want to do a blue and white one, but I'm debating, do I let's duplicate this. I'm on the duplicate, so that's fine. And then let's kick it once more. Let's do that. Pull it back. And then we'll switch it the old white Rooney. So now I've got choices here. That doesn't work. Okay, so now I've got choices. Woohoo, 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 woohoo. And let's do the same with the boys. I'll see, I'm going to have to cut that little stand off the foot there. Yeah, that feels like energy. That feels like motion and energy there. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like that makes it as though the boys are wiggling around here. Now, the table, we can do the same thing to, just to make it completely bonkers. Let's try this one. Or do we change the colors on these things? Because we have the technologies to do that. See, I kind of like that. And then when you put the lights on it, what's this? This is setting 2. Or did I do setting 2 from below? And it's setting 2 from below. Okay, so I kind of like that. There's a fun energy in there. And yeah, see, it's top heavy when I do that. But that works. So the idea is, this is going to be a skinny panel in the first place. This isn't even going to be a full panel. This is going to do a tight shot on really Martin, Alan, and Dave. It's going to cut Fletch out of there for the most part, but it's still important to put together that whole scene. So now I got to save this as the right one. So this is the second band setup. So this is 9. This is, no, 9 is with the players. This is 5C. Yeah, this is 5C. All right, let's give her and then see what we got. Nicely done. Thanks for that, by the way. Yeah, okay. So if this is all set up to go, let's close this. And that leaves me with a blank page here. And then we've got, I closed the wrong one, didn't I? Yeah, that's all right. It happens, that's fine. Okay, so this is our new blank page. So let's assemble our, what are we at? 51 minutes. I think the last thing there is to do, well, let's put the panels together first. Let's stop monkeying around with this. And let's open all of the, I gotta go back and do 5C again. You know why I have to do 5C again? Why is that, Chris? Boy, am I glad you asked. I didn't cut apart the table. So our previous one, the table's going this way. Are we keeping the table this way? Are we switching the table? Votes? While you're voting, I'm just going to prep it. Yeah, I think we got to do this. That's why it's cut. Yep. 5C. Got to save it again. Yep. That's better. Okay, we're ready. You definitely should post some of these uncropped shots on your Instagram. Yeah, I could do that. I could show a bunch of, process. Or I could maybe just get people to go to my YouTube and look at the process there. All right, so this is our blank. Oh, no, look at me. Oh, I didn't kill it. Yay, I'm a happy man. So let's open 5B, which is our first panel, and we'll crop this crazy kid down. Cancel. So I've got an idea for the text, and my idea for the text is to do like master and servant, but to do it as it's a ping, it's a pong, it's a ping, it's a pong, it's a ping, it's a pong. All right, so there's our first panel. And then we'll slide, whoops, move this crazy cat down. There, happy? Happy. So I just have to do that a few times, and I like it because it lets me, this process lets me do two different things simultaneously. What if I, oh, I've read this. You definitely should post some of these. Yeah, I should, maybe that's, yeah, something I should be doing. Or, you know what? I'm going to do it on my Patreon that nobody spends money on. I try to think of what extra crap can I give the people on Patreon, because I pretty much give away everything. That's something I can give them. All right. So there's the next one. Let's copy it and drop it.
Drop it like it's hot.
Why is this kid not as wide as the other one? Huh? Kid? What's your problem? Maybe it was, and I'm just crazy. Yeah, probably a bit of column A, a bit of column B. All right. So that's 5 is done. 5 is. Do I need this anymore? No. And this one's done. So we'll close that. So that's 6. So, boy, oh boy, that's some steps along the way in order to get to your idea. I've been in and out doing laundry and chores, so you've missed chunks. Well, Phil, let me recap everything. There was a blizzard when my parents brought me to the hospital. Okay, that's going too far back. All right. We've got everything assembled as panels now, Phil, and we are, which reminds me, I gotta do my laundry, switch my laundry out too. We've got everything set up for the panels, and now I'm just assembling them together as a page. So this is a long, long march towards the end, but so here's my theory.
What's that, Chris? Boy, am I glad you asked.
So my idea is, with the text, let's see if that's the same size. Nope. Now it is. There we go. So my idea there with the old textaroonie is to have to set it up in such a way as to have the guys sort of emulating the master and servant song, but using it's a ping, it's a pong, it's a ping, it's a pong, it's a ping, it's a pong, and then down at this one, it's a ping, and then have the Dave go lie, or a ping pong, and then it goes to the don 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 don. So this is just my latest one-page comic, Philip. It's just literally my latest one-page comic that I have set up. That should I learn how to do it, it's entirely ready to be animated. I've got enough elements and enough transitional changes and everything going that I could animate this sucker. But so that's done. And then now open 8 and one more. The way I built this up was so that at some point it could be an animated project that's just ready and waiting to go. There we go. So here's number 8. We'll shrink him down to the same size as everybody else. And then put him here. So it's all about that trimming, right? Yeah, that's good. I'll trim it. Okay. Let's see. Philip, let me catch you up. Chris has lost his mind. Now you're caught up. That's right, Timmy. There's no one here named Timmy. Oh, okay, I've been busy the last couple of days, so I never saw the start of the project and what it actually is. No, it really is just me losing my mind. I never learned to animate with Photoshop. I know it can be done, but it's a bit clunky. Oh, I'm not going to animate this with Photoshop, I don't think. I think I'll find whatever the machine, whatever the technologies is that would be more beneficial to animate through. But you know, this is yeah, that's our boy. This is just giving her a go, giving her the old college try, you know, there. But setting up this one-page comic in such a way is that I can animate it in an animation program by dumping all these elements in. So you know, that's a lot easier, isn't it? Boy, Christopher. And I'm doing this the same as I've done the other panels, despite the big Dave in it, because it's that uniformity of panels that I want for the balance of the page. What the hell is he talking about now? I'll show you. All right, there we are. Happy day. And then, whoops, here's the wrong tool. Move this kid down here with his strands. There we go. Now, I think what I need to figure out, what do we got left? That you guys follow me because I'm crazy. Chris, you were my new Bob Ross. You're the real deal. Well, thank you very much. Now we're going to do some happy little clouds and put them here behind this secret mountain. All right, so yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy with the shape of things, but I think I'm going to kick it up a notch with one last insert, and that is this crazy kid right here. I'll just do the same old treatment of him, chopping out the back. You know, I should have saved that as a ping. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Anyways. All right, so if you're gonna try things out, try them out. That's the way I look at it. Have some fun. It can't hurt to have fun. In case you're wondering, this is how you know old Uncle Jambo is crazy, because I'm going to hand boink. Oops, you're the wrong level. Ho and Napa level. So I'm just going to erase this. What the hell am I doing? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Crazy Town, USA, population me. Here we go. No, not you. You. So hey, I know that news. Get out of here. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna move him down to here, and because the idea is I can push this. Let me see. I can push this panel over. Not you. This one. I can push this panel, trim off this edge piece, and then yeah, I can jump to our back layer, squeeze that over more, and then jump to this layer. Maybe I just put Martin there. Maybe I just make a big giant Martin. Let's try that. Not you. Yeah, you. Because I did. No, I like the lights on them. Okay, so what are we on now? Depeche Mode 1, 2, 3. I don't have a 4 yet. I don't know why. Okay, now let's take this kid. Gotta open him up. There he is. Now, see what I did? See what I did? Gotta save him as a ping. It's a learning curve, folks. It's a learning curve. So I save it as a ping. Why is that, Chris? Boy, am I glad you asked. The reason I save it as a ping is that so for those that might not know, it then, what am I doing? I can see I have a 1. So then it doesn't have a background. It has a clear background when I save them as a ping. It's taken forever. Boy, I got a lot of crap on my computer. Okay, what do we got? Have I missed anything? This is one of my favorite comments of the day. Where are we? Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you again. Makes it transparent. Thank you. Yeah, you're right, Phil. Take it easy, Christopher. Gotta go shovel again. Save it as a ping to go with your Pong. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely. Is it still saving as a ping? What's your problem, robot? Maybe it's because of those. You know what it is? It's probably because of the light in the background. Yeah, it's trying to figure out the logistics of that one. Okay, so let's open it as that. Which one are you? You're the ping. Ping! Yep, Happy. Let's just take that whole sucker. And
drop it like it's hot.
boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What, does that work? We can push this over more. So anyway, so here's the intent. What layer am I? Nope.
Yep, that was a state of panic.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I want it just to go. What have I got? Yeah. Save it as a ping to go with your Pong. All right. Just cleaning up this edge. This is pointless, wasn't it? This was. Why is it pointless? Because I didn't need to do any of that. Just move the ding-dong rectangle over. Boy, oh boy. This kid here, huh? Makes everything more complicated. There we go. Well, that's the theory anyways. I think that I can cut down the size of this panel here. All right, pull out him, pull out him. Yep. All right, we're almost there. So come on. All right. No, I don't want you. All right. So I think that the reason that I set it up like this is because I want to try something out. If I cut down this panel here and this panel here, and then we'll move over here. We don't need all this. There we go. Okay, so now I can take this sucker and that sucker, push them out a little bit to the edge, which gives a little bit more room on either side for, that's pretty much at the side. Well, and let's, can I trim it there? Is that gonna, yep, happy. Okay, so that lets me move the band over and everything's gonna move tickaboo. Good, now we can start doing dialogue. What's this say? YouTube. Can't shut you down for singing Depeche Mode songs or humming. Just saying. Yeah, I keep going. I keep having melodies in my head as I'm working. I know that you're suggesting that I sing as I'm doing this, but forget it. But I can't help but keep humming melodies. I keep humming little dong 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 dong. I got these things stuck in my head. All right, so if I put him on top, the only person we don't get to see playing piano is Martin. So I'll cut in a little bit more on there. And then that lets me move this over a little bit more. Let's get Marty in there. Marty, you want to get in this here picture or what now? Boom, 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 boom. And bingo. See, I like push panels. That's what I call them anyways. I like push panels that jump out and around the space. And that's what this is doing for me. So I'm also going to come up here and I'm going to take this row and I'm going to push it down a little bit because this is largely dead space in behind. So, and I want to fit in, I got a little logo that I've put together that has the 4 guys on it. And then I just got to throw text down. I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. What are we at? An hour 17. I think that I shall have this wrap it up. If anybody has any additional one-page comic suggestions, this one has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I don't mind stuff like this at all. It gives me an opportunity to, like I say, push me out of my comfort zone and really challenge me to just chase after something that I might not normally do. And so if that gives me the chance to learn new things and in order to try to, more round myself out as a creator, yeah, I'm down for that bad sound. I'm not one to shy away from an old challenge. Challenge. So, I appreciate the opportunity. But if anybody else has any one-page comic ideas that they've got in mind, just let me know in the old comments below. I'm just racing around Dave because that little silty lighting effect around his body over top of those other panels, it doesn't mean a lot, so we don't necessarily need it. So I'll just take it out and clean up around these little edges here. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. And then we are ready for text. So the idea, just to reiterate, is with the text to have the guys as they're playing ping pong saying, "It's a ping," and then the other guy says, "It's a pong, it's a ping, it's a pong. It's a ping." Or it's a ping, it's a ping, it's a ping, it's a pong, it's a ping, it's a pong, it's a ping, it's a pong, it's a ping, ping, pong, and then it's that down, 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 down. So the other thing I had in mind with the text is to actually have it say down, 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 like the letters someplace along the way on our our page to jam that typeface in there just to push one more element. Why? Because I haven't challenged myself enough with this. And Chris is crazy. So, okay. So there's those elements put together. So all we have left to put in, I'm going to get rid of these, is, and when it comes to the animating part of this, I've got so much saved on that first page that we can do all kinds of fun things. But I've left one more little piece of joy. And that is to take these little shapes of these little kids, and I'm on the right layer. And I'm going to stick them on here. And we're going to shrink it and come down. So this is the other part that I did. Like a glove, right down the center, just a smidgen. Had it, lost it. Had it, got it. Boom, 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 boom. So there's those two, and you guys stay there. That's where you live now. And then there's these two. And we'll clean you guys up into shakes of a lamb's tail. So this is the idea, is that little head bits at the top here. Little cast, what's that called? The cast bubbles. So I just thought it'd be something more. Just one more little piece of fun for up in the title card, as if I had the fellas together. And I know they're all the same size. Let's get you up there with your friends. Okay. Because I used the same background on all of them. You're being a finicky pain in the bottom. Stupid one. What does it say here? This was a really amazing and fun to watch your process. You're a true talent, Chris. Thank you. Oh, wow. Well, that's very nice of you. That's very nice. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jim. It's all about doing the thing, folks. There we go. We cheated our way into that there. And then I'm going to run that across the top and shrink these kids down one little bit more. Just so they fit in nicer. I know it's that might come off as counterintuitive to do something, you know. There we go. That's the size I wanted. And then it might come off as counterintuitive to spend X amount of time painting faces that you then shrink down to next to nothing. But that's what I do. All right, that's it. What do we got? Try zooming in. I hate it when it does that. Sometimes it only makes increments smaller. Thank you, Philip. Oh, yes, excellent. Never mind, you got it? Okay, yep. Okay, so that's our visual component. I know that this is an awful, long, elaborate, ridiculous way to get us to something, but we got there together. Okay, what do we want for color for the outside edge of this panel? Any votes? We've got white and black there. We've got some energetic. Whoops, I'm just going to get rid of you because we're not using you at all. So goodbye. Okay. We've got some energetic colors around. See what I did there? You see it? Random square. Around these things. So should we do some fun colors around these panels as well? We've already got the pink here, the blue here. So I think that we should do the pink around the outside of the largest panel. And he's fine on his own. And then these panels will do, we've got purple, pink, blue. What are we missing? A really light green. Let's try a light green. I know I duplicate a layer every time I'm about to try something, but it's very purposeful. It's so that I haven't completely messed myself over by, yeah, I like that a lot. Messing myself over by, you know, not having anything to come back to. Like I always look at it in the same way as I look at traditional work. Is that one wrong little step and the whole thing is kind of upended. So yeah, see, I like that. That's fun. Okay, I'm good for the visual. Oh no, we got to do one more right here. It's got to be that pink. Find a good piece of it. There we are. I'm on the right one. I am. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. No matter how you say it, you can say it, just don't spray it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. All right. And I'll take this out because we don't need to. All right, there we are. There's our image, and now I just got to throw the text on it. I'm gonna take Dave off here. He's been celebrating and dancing this whole time for us. But I'm going to pull him out, and I'll pull out my big gub. Well, there we go. So here's our page. Now the original page that I've got is this is the, why is that not popping up? Oh, it's because it already is there. All right, so this is the amount of things that I put together for this for this project. So these are all the elements that, if you can see them scrolling up along the side of the page, all the different ping pong guys and tables and ping pong balls and additional tables to use as variations around an animation, day glowing some of the characters, putting up the different bands and nets and more band players, and now it's just a big jumbled pile of mess. But the reason that I did as much as I did is so that it left me with all of the options that I might have ever needed in order to do this as an animated project at some point. So that's why it's so over the top. But I gotta say, it's been a lot of fun to do it this way, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't. I have no regrets towards this. Let's put the band up. Just leave those guys there. Give them some lights. Let those kids dance. All right. So I'm just going to say one more time my final original of source material, because I have used up all that I need, and now it's just putting the text on, and that's that. We're at 1:30, so it's just going to take me a few minutes to do the text, and we're good to go. But I have given my computer a workout this afternoon, and Corbin's bored senseless, aren't you, buddy? Hey, you bored? Yeah. Enough already, I'm bored. Oh, I got the camera turned off. I held you up in the camera for nothing, buddy. Okay. Talking to my cat. Okay, so that's saved, and yeah, we're good. I'm gonna shut this down and shut this down. This is the page we did yesterday. Leave that there for a moment. Okay, so let's just do our text up. So I think the idea was fashion. What did I say? Fashion first. And all right, so we've got fashion first, ping pong, tantrum. I was gonna put their names above each of the guys, but in order to do that, I need to shrink them down just a little bit more. And we'll see. Let me figure out the text first, and then we'll go from there. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Pate has joined us. Hi, Paul. Just finishing off the Depeche Mode page. Now, I'm going to do 2 of this, of the title. Uh, 17 across, 8.5 by center. Is that right? Huh. So you guys aren't centered. Oh, there's a bigger space in between. That's why. All right, happy. Okay. Paul says, on a break from work, your work looks way more fun and high quality. Oh, well, thanks very much, Paul. Okay, so that's this. The spacing is better on the letters now. And so the subtitle below this is ping pong. Tantrum. And then we'll just stretch that business right across, then we'll stretch it out. Much closer can I get? There we go. All right. So now the other idea is that, of course, I could just do Depeche Mode, ping pong, tantrum. Is there a preference? Listen to the pate. Nice. There for a sec, I couldn't tell if my screen froze or not. You're perfectly still. There we go. Okay, so now, do you have any preferences if I use fashion first? Depeche Mode is French for fashion first. Is there a choice on whether I do fashion first or Depeche Mode? Is there a preference that anybody has? Should I just do Depeche Mode, or should I be cute and do the anglicized version of those 2 French words? Which I'm looking the wrong way for the camera. Now, if I move the guys over, I can put their names in. There. Good. Okay, so who we got? Alan, or that's Andy. I don't know if he goes by Andy, but he is today. For a few hours. Whoops. Yep. All right, and then we've got Dave. Decisions. There we go. What do we got? I personally like Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode it is. I'm that easy. Oh, let's do it all titles or all caps. No, that's centered. Is Ping Pong Tantrum not centered? No, it's not. Now it is. And I did it again. I do that all the time. Okay, that's fine. All right, this is Alan. I gotta hurry up here. You guys are probably driving you crazy how long I take to do stuff. Boink. Couple little more pieces of fun, and then and Martin, and then so it's going to be really easy to do the last bit with the ping pong part, because I can just copy and the layers over and over again. There we go. That's fun. Okay. So I'm at where are we at? Stay inside watching the snowstorm. Yeah, we got a snowstorm kicking here too. Same with Paul. Yeah, this is supposed to be a huge amounts of snow for this entire area. What do we got here? I thought Jim was stating his personal level of interest. So this is Jim's suggestion, and the suggestion is Depeche Mode Ping Pong Tantrum. So that's what I've done. It's oh, you know what? I'm gonna do my standard. Somebody told me that it's an absolute cardinal sin in comics to use what I use, to use Comic Sans as for my text in my pieces, and specifically because that person told me that, I do it whenever I want. I hate people that give you rules. There we go. It's a ping. It's anybody? Pong. And then I think the next one is ping pong. Bet there's no snow in California. Yeah, screw those guys. All right, so just to check one last thing. Okay. So, yeah. There we go. So I'm going to make a layer here for my little word bubble. My little balloon there. Oh, yeah, little balloon. So this is how I do it. I don't know how anybody else does it. I use the elliptical tool, and then I use the key tool with the shift button. And that is how I make my little balloons. I do them on the same layer. And yeah, it's as dull as it sounds. My favorite? Reach out, touch, faith. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely Depeche Mode. My favorite comic font is Letter-O-Matic. I'm going to have to look that up. It's sunny and 75 degrees and it's raining Skittles. You win with the Skittles. All right. So there's that. And then the last bit down here. All right. Won't be long until we exactly what they. I think that's too thick. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So I am going to merge these guys. And then I'm going to copy and paste this. And there's my big joke. Ha ha ha. What do we got? My break is over. Farewell, comrades. Back to the mines for me. Back to the mines for me. Okay. So the last thing I was going to try is so let me clear this. I tend to like to be somehow organized. Text, title, and then we got one more thing I want to try on. And I'm going to pick one more crazy color. Purple, green, pink, blue. What are we missing? Take the pain, give to you. A yellow? Let's try a yellow. And let romantic. Do I have it? I don't have it. I'll have to look it up. Where are we at? Here we go. I'm looking for something fun. No. Yeah, you'll do. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. How many is that? 1, 2, 3. One more. Ba, 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 ba. Good. All right. So this is my next thought. Bear with me. I think that one of the things that I figured out a while ago was that I need to be less concerned about covering up the drawing and playing more with the ideas. And so once I'd done that, it sort of liberated me to do whatever. Right there. So that's my idea with the text. What does Philip say? Sometimes overlapping the drawing can pay off for the sake of the composition. I think so. Yeah, I definitely think so. I think that there's always something to the liberation that you might find in your ideas by exploring that, by pushing and forcing yourself to let go of the preciousness of the image and to chase it as, see, there we go, there's our balance. And to find that there's definitely something to that. There's definitely something to say, Corbin, what are you doing? There's definitely something to say, I want to pursue where things are in as they're placed together on the picture. But how do I do that when I'm overly concerned about making sure that my image stays sacrosanct and isn't in any way marred or blocked by something? So yeah, you sort of just got to let go of that. All right, let's drop that 6. Yeah. And then let's push that back 1. I've tried to do 2 hits at it sometimes when I'm doing that stroke around the letters, because it's almost like that when you put the second outline color around that first one, it recedes the first one's line. If that made sense to anybody. All right, and what is this? And as long as you have the original drawing, you can always reuse it again for something else later. Well, sure. This is entirely a digitally done drawing, but yeah, definitely the logic holds. All right. Yeah, that was good, Chris. Good job, Chris. Why don't you just save the background? That was ridiculous. I just copied the background of the image. Previous page. One last thing, and everything's all done. Yeah, it should have been much thicker. Burn. Just naming all the elements. There we go. Okay. I think I'm done, folks. Yep. Yep, I think we're done today's one-page comic. And I came in at 2 hours. Woohoo! So let's go over. I've got something I'm going to be doing on tomorrow's live stream. I figured something out where I can, as we're talking about a topic, I can actually make notes and dump them onto the screen as we're talking. Why didn't it not let me? Oh, yeah, right. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So at the end of a stream, I'm going to do like a summary, as I usually do, and chat about what the heck we've been up to. But what that will, okay, I'm pleased with that. So what that would let us do is, as we're talking, just take some of these key points in case people are missing them along the way, and we can stick them right on the screen. And that's kind of a fun notion that we've discovered. You want to be in the camera? There you go.
Hey everybody, I really worked hard on this here picture, and I hope you like it. Also, don't forget to vote for me in the upcoming Canadian election.
Politicians, am I right? Okay. Yeah, I'm pleased. I'm happy with this page. It turned out everything in the old canoodle onto the page. So I'm pleased as punch with that. And here's our initial idea. That's our scribble. That's the nightmare that I unleashed upon myself of drawing 18 people. But that's okay, because I've got those 18 people now that I can do a little animation with all the content that's actually put into this one-page comic. So, yeah. So I'm going to get back to doing what I do. And it took us 2 days for this one, but that's okay. Overall, in the last week and a half, or week and, yeah, I guess week and 2 days, this is the 12th page. So I'm pleased with that. I can't complain. Oh, I got a lot of help from the grandkids, so that was good. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching this. I hope that my ridiculous process and my ridiculous way of assembling stuff made some sort of sense to people. But I know that we all have our different ways of working. But I think that coming at it in this way for me really helps for me to find my voice, as it were, and try to make some sense, some sort of semblance of order when it comes to the assembly of an image, when it comes to how do we put together the thing that we're trying to say. And it's a lot of hodgepodge. It's a lot of adjustment, a little shifty-wifty around the edges. So for me, I a little bit of a trial and error along the way as I go. So I appreciate that you stuck around for that. I'm trying something else even as I'm talking to you here. Yeah, I like that. Oh, and that's my thing saying, hey, you're done. Right. So yeah, so I'm really thankful and appreciative of the fact that people dialed into that. People people kind of jumped in on that with me today, and I'm really thankful for that. That's jeez Louise, come on, Runciman, wake up. There we go. There we go, Corbin. Yeah. All right. So I'm good to go. That's enough of it for me. The hell is that? Because now at this point, I'm going to make an absolute mess of this. So why not just stop while I'm ahead? Last thing. Bam. Done. Okay. So 2 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be back, and we'll take a look at a new project to do and have some fun. And in the interim, thanks very much for watching and hanging out and interacting. That was really cool. If anybody has a one-page comic idea, feel free to put it in the comments for this video. And if anybody has any questions or insights or just want to generally yell at me, that's fine too. Feel free to do so in the comments there, and I'll get back to you. Yeah. All right. That's about it. I'm going to post this sucker up, and it was a fun day. Thanks very much, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.